What up guys, Lion Kings here today, and today was Warriors Den where they showcased all of Season 10. We saw the new hero, the Raider rework, the Lawbringer rework, the new map which looks amazing. I cannot wait to play on that. It looks awesome. I love it. But in this video I just want to talk about Lawbringer's rework specifically. How it's going to change the meta, if it was a good rework, do I like it, you know, is it going to bring Lawbringer up the rankings, is it going to make him worse, all that sort of stuff. So if you missed it, he got a good amount of changes. I wouldn't say it was as dynamic as Raiders. I would say the only thing they probably changed about him was allow him to get to his unblockables and maybe initiate his chains better. They didn't specifically add anything, like they didn't really add a lot to him. So yes, they made his lights quicker. His top light is 400 milliseconds now, and his side lights are 500. I like that. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. They gave him more combos also, so he's now have a heavy light, and he also has a heavy chain. All his last heavies are unblockable, and if you land a top heavy, you get a light stun tap for free. That's obviously the unblockable heavy attack, not the first attack. His lights mid combo are now I think 450 or 500 milliseconds now quick, so you know you're able to get that light attack a bit quicker now when you're in the middle of your chain, so you can do like heavy, light, heavy. Your second attack, which is a light, is quicker. That's pretty good. I'm happy they added the all out heavy attacks, because now you know it gives them a bit of a mind game potential, because the enemy will be thinking, okay, he's throwing a heavy, next attack's gonna be a light. But then you throw a heavy, you know, you're getting 38 damage for free, because it did buff his heavy damage also. His top heavy is now 40 and his sides are now 38. I don't know if that's mid combo or if that's the starter. I didn't exactly look into that correctly, so. But yeah, that's pretty cool. They removed shove and block, which is I think a lot of us Lawbringer mains wanted. Shove and block is now gone. That's completely removed. That's good. No more turtles. Just complete. A bit more of an aggressive Lawbringer now. He's less defensive now, but this is going to change the playstyle and the overall concept of Lawbringer, because you know we now have to get used to not being able to get, I don't know, a free attack off a block more. So yeah, it's going to be hard to get used to that, but I'm pretty happy with this. I think a lot of us Lawbringer mains will be also. He now gets a free light attack off a shove, which is again brilliant. I'm so glad they've done that. Like, we've now get something guaranteed finally. His zones, I think his zones gone quicker from what I remember. I don't think they specifically talked about the speed of it, but from the look of the gameplay and like what they were like when they were displaying it, it looked a bit quicker. So maybe that's a good thing. Well, no, not maybe. It is a good thing, but obviously I don't know yet if it is quicker or not. It's probably just me. However, off a parry, you get a free zone, which I think is a heavy or a light parry. Any parry, you get a free zone. 22 damage worth, and it's unblockable now and has hyper armor. So when you're in a ganking position or something like that, you can, you know, parry, throw in a blockable, everyone gets hit, and it's cool, all good. Again, this is good potential for gankings and 4v4s, which is pretty awesome. So they've kind of stuck with that 4v4 ability, but you know, adjusted his 1v1 potential also, which is something he actually really needed, because his 1v1s were very bad. He you know, relied on the opponent attacking him and stuff. One thing I am curious to see and use is his new shove mechanic. So what they've done with his shove is, now I don't know about this, I don't know if it's faster, okay, so it looks the same speed, but in some cases it didn't. I was a bit confused. I don't know if it's the same speed or not. Hopefully it's faster. Yes, it does also have hyper armor, but yeah, hopefully it is faster, so you get to open up people a bit better in that 1v1 potential also. But they've done something where if you land a heavy attack, you get a shove. I don't know if it's guaranteed or not. From the look of the speed, I don't think it is. It did look a bit slower than the current one now, so I'm guessing the enemy's gonna be able to dodge it. So if the enemy is going to be able to dodge it, I want to see if we are able to like somehow counter that. So maybe like we'll throw a heavy, the enemy will think, you know, you're going to throw a shove, so they'll dodge, but then you could throw a second heavy out and you'll catch him. Maybe. Hopefully it does that, because then again, mind game is also there, aggression is there with Lawbringer. What else? Yeah, if you whiff a heavy, so if you miss it, you can still throw a shove. Again, cool mechanic. It's cool for 44s, I guess. If so, like you don't want to hit him, but you want to give your teammates that extra damage, or let them get that extra damage in. You will throw a shove. You know, you'll whiff your heavy. You get throw a shove in. It'll connect. You know, and then not start attacking. That's pretty cool. But the one thing that I was shocked to see, but also I'm very excited to use this, is if the enemy blocks the attack, you can still get a shove. So again, I don't know if this is guaranteed or not, but if they block your heavy attack, you can still throw a shove, which is pretty insane. I don't think it'll be guaranteed, and to be fair, I kind of hope it is, because then it forces the enemy to use like a parry or dodge your heavies, which will, again, aggression mind games, they will have to, you know, either counter it by throwing a heavy attack to try and parry it, so you can maybe feint the heavy and get a free parry in, or they will dodge, so you can do like heavy feint into guard break and you'll catch them. So again, mind games, that would be awesome. I would like to see it being guaranteed or not. I don't know if you guys would like that, but personally I think it'll be good for Lawbringer because he is essentially parry based. But again, yeah, light attack is free off a shove now. What else does he have? Yeah, his light, so now, is that the word, uninterruptible? I think it's that word. So like, if the opponent blocks your light attack, you can still carry on the chain, unlike some other attackers, let's say for Centurion. If you block Centurion's light, he can no longer throw a combo. With Lawbringer, you can, so you can throw light. If they block the light, you can still throw your heavy in and forward on, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Because again, aggression is there, gives Lawbringer that a bit extra to, you know, get to his unblockable quicker. I'm glad all his last heavies are unblockables also. What else have they done to Lawbringer? His long arm is not soft feintable, which did upset me, but it does look faster. So maybe you can throw, you know, your heavy unblockable, you can then feint it into a long arm. Your long arm does look fast, looks really fast, so maybe you'll be able to catch the dodge. I don't know. Again, none of us have played this guy. None of us have played the rework yet, so we'll not be able to know until maybe next Thursday, I believe it is. So we'll have to wait till then. But from the looks of it now, it does look faster. So maybe you can get a guaranteed long arm if they dodge your unblockable, which you have feinted. The impale can now be interrupted. So before, when you were able to impale people into walls and they would attack you, you know, you wouldn't like you wouldn't stop throwing, like, I can't put this into words, it's kind of difficult. So, you know, you throw your impale, you're charging the enemy towards a wall, and then the attackers are like hitting you, but obviously you don't flinch, you're still dragging him. Now, if they hit you, you instantly stop your impale. That's good, I guess. I mean, if it was annoying in 44s, don't get me wrong. It was annoying, so I'm glad they've done that. Your long arm is also interruptible, so let's say you long arm someone, you try to long arm someone, but then Highlander will throw a cable toss or something, or Centurion will try and kick you, you will then stop your long arm and it no longer, you know, works, kind of thing. Again, that's kind of good. Moves into that 1v1 potential again. So yeah, these changes to Lawbringer, I guess, are good. I mean, it is going to help him. He's a bit quicker, he has a bit more damage now. You know, he has more mind games. Oh yes, also, his light stun tap. So when you parry a heavy or a light and you throw a light attack, you get a free stun tap, which stuns him. You can now throw another light, which is, I think, 500 milliseconds. So you can throw light, stun tap, light, and then you could throw a heavy, which becomes unblockable. So you're able to get to unblockable quicker from parries, which is amazing. I'm glad to see that. But yes, you can still throw your heavies and stuff. So again, more mind games. It's a bit like Raiders. So like he throws his stun tap and you don't know if he's going to throw a heavy or a guard break or a light. So again, it's something I think they've implemented into Lawbringer's kit, which is nice to see. So that's pretty good. So yeah, in my eyes, I think I wasn't really expecting this. I mean, I was expecting a bit more. I was expecting maybe a soft feintable long arm, or maybe I wanted to see the kick that he got from his execution. I wanted like that kick, that would have been so cool, but obviously he didn't get it. But yeah, I wanted to see like his shove be more useful in 1v1, so like, you know, a bit of a stronger tool to him, so he doesn't have to rely on the opponent making a mistake. You know, he can force the opponent to make a mistake, if that makes sense. But again, if the heavy attack, and no, if you throw a heavy and they block it, and you know, you can still throw your shove, if that shove's guaranteed, I'll be fine with that. I would like to see the shove guaranteed, because then again, it forces your opponent to make a move. It doesn't make, you know, your opponent just stand there and say, oh look, here comes the heavy, let's just block it. You know, I would like to see that shove guaranteed off a block. It will be nice. So throw a heavy, they block it, you get free shove, light kind of thing. That'll be nice to see. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess, till next Thursday. But yeah, it's just going to change Lawbringer loads. I think it's not going to, you know, it's not going to impact him in a bad way necessarily, but obviously it's going to make him better. But I wouldn't say he's moved up the rankings as well as, you know, we would have hoped. So he's probably from C tier, or, you know, wherever you placed him in the lowest rank, he's probably moved up to maybe a low A tier or high B tier. Obviously we haven't played him yet, so we can't really see yet. We don't know what's guaranteed, what's not yet, obviously. But what I have seen from the Warriors Den, it doesn't look like none of the shoves or whatever look guaranteed. So obviously that will bring him up to maybe a high B tier, because the rest of his kit looks very strong. His parries are strong, he's got extra combos, all his last heavy attacks are unblockable, extra damage, quicker. It's nice to see. But if obviously the shove has a huge impact on Lawbringer, because it's one of his best tools, the shove. It opens attackers or opponents up a lot better. But obviously if more was guaranteed with a shove, when we find out next Thursday when we play as Lawbringer, if more of that is guaranteed, he will then move up to the A ranking, which is good, which is obviously what us Lawbringers want, which is what For Honor wants. They want everyone to be, you know, around the A tier rank, A plus. So, you know, they're all competitive, they're all balanced, so you all have your own strengths and weaknesses, you know, you fair fights kind of thing. So that's pretty good. Hopefully, though, a lot of his stuff is guaranteed, all his shoves, but obviously we have to wait to see till next Thursday. But yeah, that's basically it for Lawbringer. Is there anything else I need to add? Don't think there is. No, I don't think there is anything more to add. I can tell you though, yeah, obviously you know now his side heavies, I think on mid chain, or is it start, that are 38 damage. I like that there's not like a, how would you say, set number. So it's not like 30, 35 or 40. It's now like 38. So, you know, it's good damage but not overpowering damage, which is awesome. I'm glad to see that. His light attacks, I don't know about the damage of the light. I think, from what I remember correctly, one of his lights do 20 damage now. But I don't know if that's mid combo or one of his starters. But obviously I might need to check over that again. But it's cool to see his damage being buffed, because 30, you know, his heavy attacks were 30. And that is bad. I mean, he has a pole axe and he's only doing 30 damage. Come on, really. So I'm glad to see his damage being buffed and stuff. But yeah, I'm just curious to find out if the shoves are guaranteed or not. And basically, we're gonna have to see from there if Lawbringer's weight was worth it or not. Because, you know, that shove, I'm gonna keep expressing the shove, because it's a huge thing to see if it's guaranteed or not. I mean, the block, if the opponent blocks your heavy attack and you still get a shove, if that's guaranteed, it's going to make Lawbringer very strong and very threatening, because the opponent will have to make a move and then you could be able to counter that. So, you know, I would like to see how that works. But if they do dodge it, and I won't mind if they can dodge it, you're still able to throw like a heavy attack or a light attack, and it's guaranteed because they've dodged the shove. But you were never going to throw a shove in the first place. You threw a heavy attack. So somewhat like Vortiga's light shield bash chain, you throw a light, you think he's going to throw a shield bash, but he throws an undodgeable heavy and he catches you. I would at least, like, you know, something around that. If the heavy attack was blocked and you still get the shove, that would be nice to see. But also his lights, I like that his lights are now, you know, uninterruptible. It's good. So yeah, that's basically it for the Lawbringer rework. I know I've like said things over and over again, but you know, I'm just trying to explain to you if it's worth it or not, and I just can't wait to find out. Thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comments if you think this rework for Lawbringer was worth the wait, and if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, please subscribe.